going on, everybody? It's Greggatron. This video is for gamers, alright? My top 10 Xbox 360 games of all time. Alright, now this has been a long time coming. So I made a list and everything. Number 10, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. I love this game. There's 12 characters. Every character is very unique. Everybody brings a lot to the table. This guy here is my favorite, Jin. Everybody's got this this cool, unique power or ability. They didn't just throw anybody in here for no reason. Like, everybody in this game belongs here. Also, the graphics are nice. I really like the color scheme, and what's going on in the background. In the background itself looks awesome. And all these characters have a ton of story. So I don't even think I finished everybody's story. But yeah, that's BlazBlue, the first one. Number 9, Ninja Gaiden 2. This game, it's pretty violent. This is some pretty bloody stuff. I really like the villains. That's probably why I like this game so much. Well, for one, Hayabusa's a badass. And two, you don't feel like a badass sometimes because you get your ass kicked by all these demons. And the bosses, man, the bosses are intense. I like the werewolf guy. I don't remember his name, but I didn't have a problem with any of the bosses. You know, Genshin, I liked all the bosses. So really, that's what this game's kind of based around, in my opinion. The fighting, the action's just incredible. It had to go in my top 10. That was 9. Number 8 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. We got this for Christmas the year it came out. just awesome stuff. First, I gotta say, this game probably has the best music out of most games. It just delivered a really good experience. My favorite thing about this game is the special ops. You know, I played 3, didn't like 3 as much. I played Call of Duty 4, didn't like that as much as this. This just, in the reaction moments, like when you're climbing up a mountain and you fall and somebody grabs you in midair, and like the snowmobile, that chapter. I like the parts where you're about to jump to a helicopter and you might slip and you gotta grab the ladder. Just quick time events like that. Not like button matching events, but you just get so into it, or at least I did. Just delivered a really good experience. And like I said, some pretty epic music. Number 7, we got Bayonetta. This game, I talked about Ninja Gaiden's action, but this game is ridiculous when it comes to action. Like, I had a friend over one time. He saw me playing this. I was like, "It's pretty good, isn't it? Don't you want to play it? Here, go ahead." He's like, "Nah, man. I don't even understand what she's doing, man. Like, cause she's so busy. Like, the action is so intense that if you haven't seen this game before, you can't even comprehend what's going on. But like, once you play it, it's really not that hard. It's pretty simple. This is just ridiculous. She can transform into animals, like a panther and birds and all this crazy stuff. It's just ridiculous. The story, well, really, I like the voice actors. It's like I'm watching an anime. This is just good stuff. I got it for $40. Originally 60, but good voice actors, good music, nice story. That's Bayonetta. Number 6, we got Splinter Cell Conviction. Got some Sam Fisher. He's just a great protagonist. The stuff that they have you do opposed to stealth. Now, this is the first Splinter Cell I've ever played, but I really liked it. I don't know if that was something new they added when you're, let's say you have a hiding spot and you go to a different spot and then they have that little white shadow of where you were last seen. I don't know if that's something new, but I like that. I really like hanging off walls and throwing people out of windows and that sort of thing. And that little skill you have where you can lock onto 3 people all at once, then shoot them all. Just this game, the story, you know, his relationship with his daughter, and the stories they tell, the flashbacks, and I really like the cinematics. It's like watching a movie. Like the first scene when he busts that dude up in that bathroom, that's crazy. This is crazy. Just good stuff. Number 5, the Gears of War series. But if I could pick any of them, it wouldn't be this one. It wouldn't be this one. If I could pick any, it would have to be Gears of War 2. This game just delivered so much. Story-wise, you just really care about these characters. Like, it matters if something happens to somebody, and they had a lot of good stuff when it came to the action. Like when two people have a chainsaw and they're both going at it. That was good. The graphics were really good to me. I like the graphics better in this one than I do the third one. I don't know if they switched engines or what, but this game is just fun. It's just pure fun. Playing by yourself or with your friends. I like playing with my friends better. You know, they just pull this off perfectly. This game, I can't say enough about this game. Gears of War 2. Next is Grand Theft Auto 4. The only game I don't have that's in my top 10. A few summers ago, my friend let me borrow it. I didn't want to give this game back. Alright, that's how good it was. It was just endless fun from beginning to end. Just taking people's stuff. I think my favorite thing was getting chased. I love getting chased by the cops. Throwing grenades out the window. Just crazy stuff. You know, Nico Bellic was a really good, like, hero or protagonist, whatever you want to call him. And the stories were just so real. Like, it felt like these are real people. Like, I know it was kind of ridiculous sometimes, but I just really liked Nico and Roman's story. I think they were cousins. And the stuff that they do and the relationships they build with people was cool. And it was like gangster shit, you know. They just go on jobs and you could do whatever. Of course, it's Grand Theft Auto, but before, I really liked it. You know, the music was good in the radio in the car. You could switch the music. You could do anything. There was a cheat code for a rocket launcher and a cheat code for a helicopter. I can't say enough good things about Grand Theft Auto 4. Number 3, oh boy. Oh man. Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. The Arkham series. That's what I wanted to say. Honestly, I can't pick which one I like better, so this is going to count as one. First of all, I'm a big Batman fan. I've been for like my whole life. But if you're a Batman fan, you're going to love this game. Like, for me, I love it. One, because I understand so much of it. Like, there's parts I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of reminds me of on the animated series when blah blah blah. Or it's just, and even if you're not a Batman fan, you really don't have to be, or you don't have to be into comic books. I would recommend these to people who don't like Batman or don't like, well, who doesn't like Batman? But I mean, Arkham City, they added some good stuff, but man, the bosses, you know, the villains, Ra's al Ghul and Bane and Scarecrow. Scarecrow did really good in this game. The Riddler in Arkham City, I loved and I hated. I loved because it was so fun and so interesting and fascinating, finding all these riddles and clues and all that. But I hated them because sometimes it would suck to get the trophies. But the action, man, this game like perfected action. You know, it's just so much fun taking on like 20 people in one room. And there's just so many ways to take down people. It's just endless. It's ridiculous. They have this challenge mode I really, really liked doing. So, yeah. Batman Arkham Asylum. and Batman Arkham City. That was number 3, right? Yeah. Number 2. Oh, man. Resident Evil 5. Alright. I memorized like every line in Resident Evil 5. It's just so unintentional when I'm playing it. I'm just talking with them. I went through this game like at least 20 times. And this is just the regular Resident Evil 5. Don't let the case fool you. They were all out of regular cases. It's not the golden edition, but real good stuff. The story from beginning to end, it kept me hooked. You know, I was fascinated. But first, let me say this: the villain Wesker was like at the top of the pyramid when it came to villains. He was so badass. Like, this dude could slap you around, kick you, throw you across the room, and just do all this stuff. And then at the end of the day, he does this. Like, make sure he's still looking fresh. I'm like, this guy is such an asshole. You know, Wesker didn't care about anybody but himself. He has this thing with Chris. It's like they hate each other, and which is good. It's good that the good guy and the bad guy hate each other. Sheva to me was a good addition. Sheva was a good partner. But man, just the stuff that they go through, you know, finding Jill and just all this crazy stuff going on in Africa. I couldn't get enough of it. The graphics were very polished up. This game came out in 2009. It's like at the time I was like, I've never seen graphics that look this good. And the graphics to this day still look better than most games. Just there's so many things to find, you know, treasure and upgrading your weapons. I loved that. Loved it. And I really like playing with friends. And I really like mercenaries, so that's Resident Evil 5. Oh, and I played 6. I played chapters 1 and 2 with Leon's story, Chris's story, and Jake's story. And so far, I don't like 6 better than this one. But I can't say I don't like it better yet because I haven't finished it. But so far, this game here, man, it's just, to me, that's classic. That's number 1. Man. Assassin's Creed series, but if I could pick any, I'd take Revelations and Brotherhood out. If I could, I would have to go with these two. The first one and the second one. This game just like inspired me to play games. Like, ever since the first game came out, I was hooked on it. Like, before it came out, I was like, man, I gotta play that. Got it Christmas of 2007. And this is just so fascinating to me, just historic wise. I just got pulled in, couldn't get enough. I like the tone in this one, like the darkness, and just how deep the like the story is. And well, when you talk about story, I say the second one has more story. I really like how Ezio builds relationships with people. Like, basically everybody he meets becomes his friend. So the two heroes are totally different, you know. Altair is more of a badass. He's actually my favorite assassin. He's more of a badass, and he just does his job. You know, he was born into the assassin order, where Ezio's family got killed, and that's why he becomes an assassin, kind of out of revenge. So these two are really totally different, but I think I enjoy these games equally yet differently. To me, I like the graphics better in the first one. When it came to the buildings and like the stones and the trees and like walls and stuff. But when it came to people, I liked the second one. And just the sword fighting. I really like the sword fighting in these games. I gotta say, I liked it better than the first one. I at the time, there wasn't a game that had sword fighting like that. It's like, that was like perfection. And then 2 stepped up when it came to like everything. I just can't say enough about these games. Assassin's Creed 3 comes out in a week. Just pre-ordered it today. So that's my top 10 list. There's a lot of games that didn't make it, like Prototype and Bioshock and Dead Space, that were almost there. Almost there. But that's my top 10. Let me know what y'all think. I might make some videos about the games I just named individually, or the top 10 games individually. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.